Hey, Charles Breitweiser here. Listen carefully. My America. In my America, we had drugs, we had violence, we had murder, we even had bullying at school. It was all terrible, but somehow we managed to deal with it. But what we did not have in my America were our parents fighting our battles for us. Parents were just advisors, and we seldom listened to them because we wanted to figure it out for ourselves. Kids would tease each other. I go home to mommy and laugh at the sissy boy who couldn't handle it. I had to go home. In America, in my America, we had self-respect, intelligence, and courage. We knew we could only count on ourselves. In my America, we had great movies and great music too, which also glorified self-confidence and respect. They glorified manhood, strength, courage, romance, beauty, and love. We had great comedies and great comedians that you sissies will never get to enjoy, like All in the Family, and everybody knew who fought for truth, justice, and the American way. That's right, Superman. Everybody wanted Superman. He was the man of all men. Faster than a speeding bullet, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. That's the kind of TV we had in my America. And Saturdays were celebration. We would wake up early in the morning to watch goofy cartoons all morning, like Bugs Bunny, the Road Runner, the Pink Panther, and the Flintstones and Yogi Bear. These funny time wasters glorify courage and intelligence. We would laugh at the stupidity of Wile E. Coyote, who keeps blowing himself up with dynamite every time he tries to get the Roadrunner. We'd laugh at these idiots because they were so funny and stupid, again glorifying intelligence. See my point here? After cartoons would be shows like The Rifleman, Maverick, Bonanza, Have Gun Will Travel, and cool cop shows like Kojak, shows where the good guy would always win. He had to be tough and smart though, my point again. These shows had clever criminals, but even the bad guys had their own sense of morals and decency. I'd never shoot a man in the back. There were some things that were so bad even the bad guys wouldn't do it. Finally, one of your parents would come in and yell at you, "Enough TV, sweep the kitchen, get out there, finish your chores." We mastered the ability of doing our chores during commercials. And when we went outside the house, without the watchful eye of mom or dad, we'd go out and play and, oops, Billy fell and scratched his knee. Oh, that's not so bad. His mother would look at him saying, "Act like a big boy. You don't want your friends to hear you cry. Rub dirt on it. It'll stop bleeding." So that's what Billy would do. And then we'd all get together and play the kinds of games you soft, whiny kids today would get kicked out of school for. Like cops and robbers, we would actually go out and point our fingers and our thumbs up like this in signifying a gun and go, "Bang, bang, you're dead." In my America, we laughed at the fairy boy who had to wear a helmet just to ride his bike. It was once in a while a kid would really get hurt, like a broken arm or something. But us kids knew instinctively this kid was really hurt, and someone would run home and tell his mother. There was no shame for Johnny to need a ride to the hospital. He might have even cried a little, but we can understand why. Still, by the next weekend, he would be out there playing with the rest of us kids with his new cast, and all his pals would sign their name on it. These things might have happened, but not too often. Not often enough to stop us from riding bikes off of the garage roof into the pool, or swinging from a tire swing tied to a tree branch that every time it went over the concrete embankment, the rope would break, and any of the taller kids could always retie it. What my America did not have was soft, whiny, weak kids who are too afraid to live life fully. We didn't have kids so weak that they would kill themselves just because they couldn't handle what someone wrote on the internet. Yeah, I know. My America didn't have the internet. We had outside. We had mud in our hair. We had grass stains on our knees. We had bee stings, dog bites, dirt on our fingernails. In my America, we had tough kids who just moved in from somewhere else. He was big, loud, and mean to everybody. He even beat up Frankie. Wow, this kid was tough. Frankie ended up hanging out with him. And now they're the best of friends. How did that happen? We knew they would end up being the biggest school bullies. We avoided them the best way we could, but like all bullies do, they always find a smaller kid to pick on. Well, that was tough on little Mikey, but he'll deal with it somehow. And something else my America didn't have were real guns. Only our parents had them. We don't have to go off like scared little cowards and shoot someone. In my America, we had fists. Little Mikey popped Frankie and the other kid right in the nose. And both of them went crying home to mommy. All right, Mickey. And now Mickey is the hero of the neighborhood. But we stopped calling him Little Mickey. Now he's Big Mike. And today, Big Mike owns his own shipping and receiving business in New York. It looks like self-respect and toughness and intelligence do pay off.